I'd like to call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Ballard.
Here.
Ms. Nazario.
Here.
Ms. Johnson.
Here.
Mr. Sturgill here. Mr. Williams.
Here.
Pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
recognition of visitors. Seeing none, I need a motion to suspend the order, please, for executive session.
Motion to suspend the order?
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Williams.
Yes.
Ms. Nazario.
Yes.
Mr. Ballard.
Yes.
Ms. Johnson.
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill. Yes.
We will be going into executive session for A2 and C. Criminal litigation and employment.
Motion to go into executive session for pending litigation and employment.
Second.
Roll call.
Okay. Mr. Williams.
Yes.
Ms. Nazario.
Yes.
Mr. Ballard.
Yes.
Ms. Johnson.
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill. Yes.
And we'll be right back. Thank you. Roll call.
Who did that? Who did that? Yes. Okay, 1 second. 1, 2. Ms. Johnson.
Yes.
Ms. Nazario.
Yes.
Mr. Ballard.
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill, yes. Mr. Williams.
Yes.
Okay, we are back. I think our next is
First here.
first hearing of the public. Is there any?
Robbie Washington, Riverside Drive. I just wanted to thank Ms. Bambi Dillon, thank the levy committee, the citizens for Lorain, and all of the voters for passing issue 13. It is appreciated.
And I concur and we concur. Thank you, Lorain, for all of your trust in us and your hard work. Thank you, Dr. Ms. Washington. And for all you do. Thank you. Number 7, we need approval for the minutes.
So moved.
Support?
Roll call.
Mr. Sturgill, yes. Mr. Williams.
Yes.
Mr. Ballard.
Yes.
Ms. Nazario.
Yes.
Ms. Johnson.
Yes.
Okay, so we're into old business, and I think that's probably the place that we should talk about this resolution because we talked about it before. Would that be proper?
Okay.
Okay, so we have a resolution expressing the Lorain City Board of Education appointment of Tia Kearney to the position of interim treasurer of the Lorain City School District. Need a motion to approve?
Motion to approve?
Support?
Second?
Roll call.
One second. 1, 2.
Before you start calling off the roll call, do we need any discussion on that, or is there any discussion on that?
We've been open the floor for discussion if there is any.
And we're all clear?
Yeah, if we could just provide clear explanation to audience, exactly what document is, how we got there a little bit.
You want to take that, sir?
Through the board to the public, what the board has before it is a resolution addressing the hiring of an interim treasurer. As you may be aware, there's litigation pending in the Lorain County Common Police Court being presided over by Judge Mark Dutleski. In that proceeding, there has been a temporary restraining order issued and a preliminary injunction which addressed the current treasurer, Josh Hill, and as a consequence of that temporary restraining order and the preliminary injunction, the board has had a need and has found it appropriate to move on to a person to replace Josh Hill, whose tenure here will end on or about November 14th. The resolution that's before the board today addresses filling the position of the school treasurer on an interim basis upon the exit of Mr. Hill on November 14th. And the resolution includes a contract document that will set forth the terms and conditions of her employment. So really this is driven by the orders of the court in the lawsuit, the fact that Josh Hill's employment here will end on or about November 14th, and the need to replace him moving forward. Thank you.
Roll call.
I do have a question also, and this is for legal. So we're about to, of course, confirm this resolution. The judge hasn't seen it yet. Is there anything that we need to do so that this is not publicly released yet before he sees it, or what's your comment? I mean, do we?
I don't think there's any need to maintain any sort of confidentiality with regard to the relationship that is being considered here. I think the judge was hopeful that the matters as they were, the school treasurer position that was going to become vacant on or about November 14th would otherwise be addressed by this board before that date. The fact that he's going to hear about it as a result of the meeting tonight, I think will be satisfying to him. And perhaps as a matter of course, I will forward a copy of this to his office after the board passes it, if it decides to do so tonight, so that he has a heads up.
Additional questions? Roll call.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Ms. Nazario?
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill? Yes.
Board recommendations of the treasurer, anything of the office? Report of the CEO, there's nothing. Committee reports. The second hearing of the public, is there any? And finally, the announcement of our next board meeting. I will add that the ADC will be meeting here at the high school on tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Stay tuned, should be a very interesting meeting. And I suggest that all of our board show up and be there and support. It'll be good. So our next board meeting will be
November 25th, which is Monday.
this Thanksgiving week,
Be Monday.
November 24th, right here at 5 o'clock.
25th.
25th, I'm sorry, right here, 5 o'clock. There's no other questions. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support.
Roll call.
Mr. Sturgill, yes. Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Ms. Nazario?
Yes.
Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Thank you all for coming.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.